Hey there. I want to cover what we're doing with revising on this particular paper. All right. So, in revising, we're going to take a look at um, looking at the paper, revising versus editing. I like to combine them because if you see something that's spelling wrong or there's some sort of punctuation wrong, I want you to fix them as you go along. Some people say, hey, no, just skip over it. Don't let that weigh you down. But if you see stuff underlined in blue or red, or you notice something, not to change it just seems kind of like a silly idea, right? It's just like something that doesn't make any sense that's going on if you don't change it. So we're going to be talking about adding, removing, substituting. That's the revising, is when you're making your paper better. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. Now, first, when you get your paper back, if there's things marked that you didn't do on your rough draft, like indenting, double spacing, or something like that, whatever comments you got marked down for, fix it before you even start. That way, it's not even an issue. You know it was supposed to have been done. So if you didn't double space, go ahead and double space it. Don't even make that part of the revision process. Just make that something that you have changed. All right. So once you do that, so what does it mean to effectively revise and edit? Well, to effectively do it, what it means is changing your paper, making changes to make your story better. Some people go, "Oh, my paper is perfect right from the beginning." Well, if you think so, then make a copy of that perfect paper that would be amazing if somebody could do it right the first time. For anybody, professional writers included, they would definitely tell you you can't do it perfect the first time. But whatever you use, um, you want to make sure that you go ahead and make a copy if you think it's so perfect. Because for this assignment, you're going to be messing it up some. So, first thing you want to do is remember to switch it to suggestion mode. All right. Because you want to get credit for the changes that you make. Then the next thing that I want you to do is first you turn on suggestion mode, right? And that's up in the corner over here. If you don't remember how to do it, it's up in here. You just click it, it's on editing, and you change it to suggesting. That way, when you make your changes, it'll show up and show me what you're doing. So, what you want to do is start with making sure there's nothing underlined in red, blue, yellow, or any color at all. It kind of is using the AI to help you revise, because the AI is telling you that these words need to be changed. So you need to change them so you don't have anything underlined. Sometimes, like in the example I have on here, it just says I put too many spaces between the words, so it's going to help me take it out. Now, if you like using programs that do a lot more with the revising, like Grammarly, and you copy your assignment and paste it into Grammarly, you can't have copy paste in your paper. So if you copy paste into Grammarly and it shows you the mistakes you need to change, then you come back here and make the changes. I don't care if you're looking at Grammarly suggestions and then you're typing them in yourself. At least you're getting that process in your brain on how it's supposed to change. But you can't copy and paste into this assignment, or it shows up and you get marked for plagiarism because your paper just all of a sudden appeared, right? Like, oh, but Newman, I did it in Grammarly. Doesn't matter. That's your warning. You don't copy paste anything for my classes. So if you're using some sort of program like that, you can, since you typed your rough draft, you can copy and paste it into that program, but you need to type in what you want to change into the paper. All right. And then when you do that, the revising for this story is going to be extreme. You're going to need to cut or add the same amount of story that you already have. It's doubling up, or you're going to take half away. Now make sure you have suggestion mode on, or I don't get to see the changes you make and I can't give you credit for it. So what I did here, I have this in suggestion mode, and you could see all the it shows off to the side the comments there. These are the things that I'm deleting and adding. You can see that on there: delete, add. And over on the paper, what you see is that I took out parts of the paper. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just looking for things that maybe I said too much, and so I'm cutting it out. So I change it from my neck hurts. It feels like a sharp pain is jabbing me. I've always gotten a kink in it when I get stressed. When I was a kid at Bible camp, so I just took it out. So the new read would be, my neck hurts. It feels like a sharp pain is jabbing me. When I was a kid at Bible camp, so I cut it out. And then I was looking like, oh, I cut out some more. They put the kink in my neck. This put the kink in my neck. And for 3 days, I was like, you know what? I don't need that in there. So that's why I took it out, because it just kind of distracting, getting too wordy. But then I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't have anything else left that I can cut out. And so what I did was I started putting in more description to describe what's going on in my story. So now you could see in my first paragraph, I've either cut out or added enough to make equal what I had in there before. All right. So I want to be thinking when I'm adding, what kind of descriptions can I put in? Can I add in some sensory details? Can I make it clearer for my reader? Those are the types of things that I want to add in for it. All right. And so this is what you need to make sure that you have for this particular paper, is that you need to make sure there are no words that the computer is underlining in red, blue, yellow, or any other color. For each paragraph, and make sure you have suggestion mode turned on. For each paragraph, either add or take away half. It still needs to make sense. Think about adding in descriptive writing. All right. And then last bit is you need to have somebody read it. Help proofread your paper, get some feedback. Once you have somebody read it and they tell you things that you could change, or if you want them to actually type on the paper while it's in suggestion mode, that's fine. But then they need to put their name in the private chat so that you have what you need there. All right. All right. That's this assignment. I hope it helps you out. Good luck with it.